You're listening to New Artists Meet the Pros television broadcast, where new artists have an opportunity to get advice for some of the best professionals in the industry. And now your host, I am Michelle Ayers. Hello there, hello there, hello there, and happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys had a great celebration. Whether you celebrated or not, I don't know. But however, we might not be into the traditional things, but I do look at it as an opportunity to be with family, share a meal, just have a good time, laugh and talk. And you know what I mean? Whether you're into what it really stands for or not, you know what I'm saying? We just take advantage of the opportunity just to get together and have a wonderful time. Hey, I've been off the air for a minute. I've been extremely busy out promoting the single, of course, Fast Stepping, and Ace Beat Stepping Mix. And it's been doing pretty well on the charts. We've been hitting the Shazam charts pretty hard. And I got some wonderful new things that's coming up, and we are really ready to turn up. We're turning up 2023. We're definitely turning up. Okay, in 2023. Now, 2022 has been rough. It's been pretty tough. A lot of changes, a lot of different things went on. You know what I mean? I don't even want to get into it, but however, I'm just happy to be here. There's a few more days. Just not that much time left in 2022. So let's get prepared for 2023, and we're ready to kick butt. I got some new things coming up, and I'm very excited about it. But one thing I learned this one thing, is that sometimes you don't want to share too much prematurely. So I'm going to let you guys know that what's going on at the right time. But I'm here to tell you that it's some fabulous things going on, and I'm really excited. And yes, we're going back to TV. And yes, we're going back to regular radio. Yes, absolutely. Digital radio. There's a lot of big changes that's going on. And there's some new interviews that I'm going to be doing. Listen, I don't even want to tell you the lineup, but let me tell you something. I have some fabulous guests that are going to be speaking, and it's going to blow your mind. We're leaving no stones unturned. And I just want to say that I just want to thank each and every one of you guys. You have been so magnificent. Thank you for putting up with me. Thank you for waiting on me to get back here. And guys, I am building a team. If you have something that you can offer, if you want to volunteer, we will be having some paid positions soon. But right now, I'm just looking for people to be a part of a fabulous team. And listen, we're going all out to do some great things. Going to be interviewing some of the top people in the world. I don't even want to say the country. I want to say the world. Yeah, that's how fierce it is. Absolutely. And on top of that, we want to get new artists on the show. So we're looking for volunteers. We're looking for people that's willing to bring people to the stage. And yes, we're going to have some paid positions available real soon. So I need you guys to reach out to me. You see my website streaming across the top, www.IamMichelleAyers.live. Live is strolling right across the top. I want to get connected with you. Go to the website, become a subscriber, you know what I'm saying? So that we can stay in touch, because you never know. You never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Also, I wanted to let you guys know that I have some new music. Oh, yes. I have some new music that's coming out. My goodness. And I'm going to mix it up a little bit. It's not going to be all the same. I'm going to do some different things, okay? I'm looking to be touring next year. I'm not going to say too much about it, but however, I am getting myself prepared to do just that. So we are going all the way in. And of course, I have a location in Augusta, Georgia, and it's called Michelle's Place. Absolutely. Michelle's Place, where we're going to do small events, small private events, no more than a maximum 100 people, but more comfortably 75. And we have some things that we're going to be sharing and some things we're going to be going live with. Some private shows, some comedy shows, some book signing. Oh, yeah. Let me not forget that I am doing a pre-launch for a book that I've written called, are y'all ready for this? Yeah. And I don't want y'all to get super religious on me, but are you ready for this? It is called Spiritual Warfare Task. Basically, it is things that I do to get through hard times in life, hard times in business, just hard times, period. And sometimes things are what you cannot see with the physical eye. Sometimes we get into a spiritual warfare and we have to prepare ourselves. We have to affirm ourselves. We need to be speaking positive words. You know what I'm saying? Because what you speak goes out into the atmosphere. And we want to make sure that we're speaking positive things. Not just that, okay? Whether you want to believe it or not, I am a prayer warrior. Yes. Yes, absolutely. I am a prayer warrior. I spend time in prayer and I spend time in meditation. Now, I'm not trying to convert anybody into anything. You know, what you do, that's on you. That's between you, the good Lord, or whatever it is that you believe in. That's up to you. But I'm sharing with you what I do. And I'm sharing with you what I do because it's effective for me. And I believe that if it's effective for me, it'll be effective for you. Maybe you don't feel the same way, but I want you to check it out. It won't hurt. It's nothing, you know, that will harm you. I can guarantee you that. But it is definitely just different prayers and scriptures, things that I do to get grounded, things that I use to even help me to execute, things that I use to even help me to come up with ideas. A lot of prayer and meditation. And believe it or not, I spend a lot of time in solitude so that I can hear. You know what I mean? It's so important for me, whether you don't believe in God or not, but this works for me. It's so important for me to hear the voice of God. And I am here to tell you that it has never let me say that again. I ain't trying to preach, y'all. Okay? I ain't trying to preach. But let me tell you something. It has never led me wrong. Okay? And yes, I do believe in the principle of giving. I believe in the principle of tithing. Yeah, those principle things work for me. But whether you want to believe in it, whether you think it's Old Testament, New Testament, it don't work anymore. However, whatever it is, just make sure you're giving. That works for me. That works for me. And I'm here to tell you, I've been tremendously blessed. Even when I didn't even deserve it. But words have power. And what you are saying, mostly what you are saying to yourself, is more vital than anything. Some of you believe in the Bible, some of you don't. I'm not here to hit you over the head with it. I'm really not. But the principles that I have learned and the wisdom that I've taken from it, okay, has definitely been a blessing for me. It has been guidance for me. So I just want to share that with you. I want to share what it is that I do and what helps me to be successful, what helps me to execute the plans that I've laid out, that helps me to hear and helps me to strategize. It's so important, so important. So I just like to share it with you. I'm going to be doing a pre-launch and you'll be able to order this book. Okay, I'm going to be coming on again. I'm going to do a show. I'm going to have some guests. I'm also going to have an Amazon best author. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's going to be with us. And I've actually teamed up with his organization, and boy, we've got something for you. We have a powerhouse team that has come together. Let me tell you something, guys. It's so important. It's so important to have a team. Not just any team, but the right team. And you don't want to be the smartest one in the room, okay? Let me help you. You do not want to be the smartest one in the room. If that's the case, then you're in the wrong room. There's nothing wrong with giving, but there needs to be a balance. You know what I'm saying? If I mentor, the same time that I mentor, I'm also a protege, and vice versa. If you understand what I mean, you know, it's a healthy balance. If you're always pouring out and no one's pouring in, there's something wrong with that, because eventually you're going to deplete yourself. So it's important to give. It's important to receive. It's important to have a balance in the things that you do. Okay. And you know, I come across a lot of people that have a lot of plans, they have a lot of ideas, they have a lot of things that they want to do, but they're having a problem executing. Okay. The execution is off. Or I know people who constantly do the same thing over and over again, expecting to get a different result. And what I've studied, that's called insanity. That's insane. You know what I mean? So it's so important to have a great team that will keep you balanced, so that you're not set in your own ways. You're not set in doing the thing in one particular way, and no one can bring anything new to you. Okay? Let me tell you something. The world is changing at a high speed every day. Faster and faster. Have you ever taken the time out to see how fast technology is moving? Have you ever taken the time out to see how fast? Let me help you. Technology is moving at a high speed. Things are changing. And, you know, I always say that I need to be on the cutting edge of technology. I need to be innovative. You see? So in order to do that, you need to have a strong team. Not yes people. You don't need to be surrounded by yes people and people that think that everything you do is fabulous. Although you need to be around people where they love you enough that you light up the room when you enter it. That's important too. However, you still need someone who will stand firm and tell you truth. That will give you, sound counsel. Okay, that will correct you when you're wrong, whether you agree with them or not. You need people like that on your team. You need somebody to tell you, hey. You need to check yourself real quick. That's important. But as everybody is a yes, and you're the best thing in the world, and you've done nothing wrong, and nobody can correct you, and if they try to correct you, it's a fight. No. Even if it is a fight, you still need that person on your team. That's going to not tell you what you want to hear, but tell you what you need to hear. So it's very important. It's very important. The team is very important. And your time to yourself, your time with God, your high power, whatever you want to call it, that's on you. But I know what it is for me. That time is extremely important, for me to get grounded. Because you can lose yourself. You know what I mean? You can lose yourself. You can lose your identity. You can be so busy too. Busy is not getting anything done. So you can lose yourself. So basically, this is what this book is about. It is having a spiritual life and understanding that there is a spiritual life. So many people don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? They don't believe it. Things can harm you, not necessarily things that you can physically see with your physical eye, but some things you cannot see. There is a spiritual world. Like I said, I'm not here to preach. But guess what? If you like to hear what it is that I'm sharing, give me a chance. Even if you don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Go and help a sister out. You know what I'm saying? You can pre-order the book. I'm going to come back on when I do the pre-launch. I'm going to have some information. There will be a landing page where you can go right on and purchase the book. It will be on the website. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be talking about it. And then I have a follow-up book right behind it. And I'm not going to release the title of that. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. With that one, we're going to dig a little bit deeper. It's going to be a way more personal. Going to dig into my personal life. I got a friend of mine that called me the Energizer Bunny. She said, you just go and go and go and go and go. I don't know how you do it, is what she said. And then I have other people that say, well, you know what? I don't believe you're as old as you are, but I am. Yes, I'm in my 50s. And if I look younger, I give God all praise, glory, and honor. One of the things that help, I can tell you, is just simply being grateful. Just simply. Someone said to me the other day, they said, you know what? Every time you post something about your music being on the chart, or whatever the case may be, every time, Miss Michelle, I read your post, it's always, thank you. There's so much power in a sincere thank you. Even if things went wrong, even if things are not where you need them to be, there is so much strength and power in a simple thank you. My uncle told me once, he said, an attitude of gratitude will give you latitude. Let me say that again. An attitude of gratitude will give you latitude. And it also keeps you humble, Humility is very important. I think that we mess up the definition of humility a lot. Some people think that when you're humble, you're just letting people run all over you and you're soft spoken and no. We're gonna get into that a little bit later because I don't feel like y'all sending me no hate mail and no emails because we're gonna get into that. I don't feel like debating that today. But however, for me, being grateful keeps me grounded. And it lets me know that, hey, nobody owes you anything. Mm-mm. And hey, the mistakes that you made, guess what? You made them. And guess what? There's always somebody else that's doing far, far worse than you are. I got just a few more minutes I'm going to stay on. So when we have an attitude of gratitude, it keeps us grounded. You know what I mean? It keeps us grounded. It keeps us humble. Because I have so many things that came out of some of the troubles that I had, some of the adversities that I had in my life. And we have to understand that where there is adversity, there is opportunity. If it ain't nothing but just for you to have another opportunity to try it again or to get it right again. There's something that comes out of it, you know. Nothing should ever be a waste, you know. Even if you fail, no matter what it is, there should be something that you learned from it. So your failures and adversities give you opportunities. If you're not where you're at or where you want to be, there's an opportunity. If things are not going like they should be, if there's something wrong with this and wrong with that, that's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to fix it. It's an opportunity for you to come up with something. Yeah, like we talked about being innovative, when we talked about being on the cutting edge of technology, when we talked about solutions. Hey, that's giving you an opportunity to come up with something. Because guess what? People who solve the biggest problems, most of them have the biggest salaries. Like the bigger the problem you solve, the more financial, more of a financial blessing you receive. Yes, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? That's why some of y'all, you know what I'm saying? I had to pay for a lawyer before. Hello. And when he told me what the retainer was, I was like, but I looked at that retainer, and then I looked at the situation. I looked at the retainer, and I looked at the situation, and I said, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The situation was far bigger than the retainer, okay? So, hello. I needed somebody, what you say, to solve a problem for me. Okay. But it is okay. So, anyhow, back to what I was saying. It's an opportunity. We have opportunities every day that you wake up, open your eyes, breathe. There's an opportunity. And guess what? You never know who's watching. You never know who's paying attention to you. Because listen, as a matter of fact, I hired a company. I was their client. But just as well as I was watching them and what I was paying for them to do for me, guess what? They weren't just doing work for me. They were also watching me. They were paying attention with how I interact, how I handled myself, how I did business, how I was diligent in paying on time. They paid attention to me, okay? and they saw value in me in the midst of me hiring them. Okay. I thought I was supposed to be watching them, but guess what? They was watching me. I hope this is helping somebody today. Send me an email. Send me an email if it's helping you today. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Well, they were helping me. They were watching me. They paid attention to my attitude of gratitude. They paid attention to how hard I went in on what I was doing. They paid attention to how I critiqued everything. They paid attention to how I was doing it in a timely fashion. They paid attention to how consistent I was, and they paid attention to the fact that excellence was what I strived for. They paid attention to me. I didn't even know. They were watching me. I had no idea. I had no idea at all. You never know who's watching you. Like they say, dance like nobody's watching. Then guess what? Live like nobody's watching. Work like no one's watching. But know that God's watching, and know that you're watching. You're doing it for you too. So it's important. You never know who's on the outside watching you. You might think they're there for one thing and they're for something else. And I've had several situations. We're going to get into that later. I have just a few more minutes to speak with you. But I have so many testimonies of how people overheard conversations, and I even know were listening to me, and they just came in and said, well, you know what? I'm not trying to be in your business, but I overheard you speaking, and I believe I have a way that I can help you. Whoa. People pay attention to how you do what you do. They pay attention to how you carry yourself, how you speak. And you know what else they pay attention to? You know, one of the biggest things I noticed that people that came back to me and wanted me to be a part of their team or to work with me, people paid attention to how I treated other people. How I treated other people. That I wasn't sitting around gossiping and kicking people back in and talking about people like a dog all day. But how I treated other people. The level of respect that I have for other people. Yeah, they watch that. That. Okay? We have to remember, we have to be mindful, we have to stay mindful that someone is watching. And if you have children, they're watching. They are. Well, guys, that's my time. Thank you so much for being here with me once again. This is I Am Michelle Ayers, here live for you and for me. And I will see you next time. Don't forget to click in, share, tell somebody about the program. We love you. Thank you. And I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Thank you for watching the New Artists Meet the Pros television broadcast with your host, I Am Michelle Ayers. And remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.